Now, I'm delighted to say we can speak to former Villa midfielder, Benny's old teammate and current Charlotte FC player, Ashley Westwood joins us. Ash, hello, good afternoon.
Hi, fellas. How are you?
How's it, Ash? All right?
Great. Are you all right? You well?
Yeah, very well. Very well. Couldn't be any better.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Just tell us exactly where you are and paint the picture for us.
Right now?
Yeah. I don't mean like in your lounge, but like where in the States are you and how far are you away from the stadium, etc.?
So we have just moved into a new facility, a new training ground, which is about 20 minutes from the stadium. So right now I'm sat in where we've got the whole front office, academies here, first team. It's a huge building, so it's brand new. It's unbelievable. I couldn't fault the place. It's unbelievable.
Let me know, how did the move come about? Because of course it wasn't that long ago. You were at Burnley. So what happened? How did the move come about, and how easy a decision was it for you?
It was. I broke my leg against West Ham. Broke my leg, dislocated my ankle.
I remember that. Yeah.
It was a long recovery, and then I talked about retiring. Me and the wife, I was nearly throwing it in. I had enough, and even before that, it gets to a stage where you start doing the same thing over and over again. I just wasn't enjoying it anymore, and I got into like a little bit of a lull. So the injury, in a weird way, come at a good time, and then I got the opportunity. Spoke to someone here, spoke to someone back home, and it just come about, happened so quick, and it gave me a new motivation to get fit and start back playing. And like I said, it's the best thing I've done. Honestly, even as a family as well, it's the best thing we've done.
Ash, what's the weather like out there? Is it nice?
I've not wore trousers for about 6 months, mate.
Oh. But underwear, yeah?
It's currently now it's I'm in I'm Fahrenheit now. We're 96, so that's about 30, 34, 35.
Oh, yeah, I work in Fahrenheit as well. The boys hate it this end.
I'm guessing, sorry, Gash, I'm guessing there's a big difference between there and Burnley.
But it's a little bit different. Yeah.
What Ash? What about the differences at the clubs? You know, because we're aware about the clubs in the MLS, but we don't know necessarily how professional a unit they are compared to some of the established sides that you've played for. What are the big differences, if any?
For me, this Charlotte, the way they've done things. I mean, we're only 2 years old, but it's like obviously we share the stadium with the Panthers, which is the NFL, but it's unbelievable. It's like there's get 75,000. I can hold 75,000. Brand new facility. It's up there with the top 5 club. Put it that way. It's incredible the way what we've done here in 2 years. It's and the support we get 40,000 every week. So they're buying into it. And even when you go to other stadiums, they're purpose built soccer stadiums now. So it's they're all everything's modern and set up in the right way. And I think with the World Cup coming here, it's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
So Ash, I've got to talk to you then. Talk to me about Messi. I think they beat you 4-0, which is not good. But when you realised that he was going to Inter Miami, I mean, what was the buzz like in the dressing room about him coming to the MLS? And also, what was he like to play against?
So there was talk in the summer. It's been circling for a while. So when it actually happened, obviously everyone was excited. Everyone was buzzing for it. Even the whole country was buzzing for it. You watch their games. They've got NBA stars going there now. They've got celebrities going there. It's become like a basketball field. Mm. But to play against him, I knew he was going to be good. But to be that good, it was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Did you get his shirt after the game?
He wouldn't give it me. No, I didn't. I was trying to kick him. I couldn't even get near him. He's special. But I don't think he was too happy. He just stared at us all the time and didn't speak too much English.
Ash, this might be a bit of a silly question now. Listen, you played in the Premier League for years, but automatically, and even though it's the MLS, is he the greatest player you've ever played against?
Without doubt, and I've played against some good players, but he's on another level. The way he manipulates the ball, and like the lads said, they go and stick the foot out, and he just flicks it over you. It's like he sees it before it's happened. He's a magician.
It must be quite, not intimidating, but it must be quite a bizarre feeling because effectively, if we're talking about one of, if not the game's greatest ever player, you are on a football pitch for 90 minutes with effectively a superhero. We're not going to see the likes of Messi again. Is it just a bizarre experience? So you sort of like, when the ball's not even near you, you just looking at him, thinking like, that's Messi over there?
Not when you're playing. beforehand, obviously, when he's walking in, the stadium was full an hour before he even turned up. And the wife and the kids went to the game. They flew down, and they said even outside the game, it's like he's got Messi's mac and cheese. He's got Messi everything. It's all Messi. Every time he touches the ball, they're chanting him. And he deserves it. But to be fair, without Busquets, there'd be a lot easier to play against. I thought Carrick was unbelievable. He was a Busquets, even at his age now, he's on another level again.
Ash, is it one of them? Because I'm guessing you played against Inter Miami before Messi got there and Busquets got there. Is the change on the impact of them two players, and I think Jordi Alba's there as well, actually. I think he's there as well. As the impact without them three players, is it completely different?
So we haven't played him before, and that was our first time we played him. So we've got to play him twice now.
Oh no.
We've still got to play them twice, but they've made a huge difference, put it that way. Even like three top quality players, they'd make a difference in the Premier League as well, I think, them three. So it's not just the MLS.
Let me ask you about the Premier League. Of course, you played for Burnley for around about 6 years. You were at the club with Vincent Kompany. How confident are you that he can keep the club up? How do you think he'll do this season? And what's he like as a manager?
He's incredible. I saw it firsthand because I was injured and he was still playing, like still coaching, and I was around it. But he was there till 10 o'clock at night. He would do everything. No stone was left unturned. The way he was phenomenal. The way he worked, and just his old stature of a person. I can't fault him, and he was very, very good with me leaving. We had a few good chats. Because I think he wanted me to stay. Like they were still in the champ. He had plans for me to come back, but this opportunity come around, and we had a few honest chats, and he was outstanding. So I hope they carry on from what they did last year.
How big is the job that he's done as well? Because he's had to change the complete difference to the way that Burnley plays, certainly under Sean Dyche, to now. You look at them and they play completely different style of football. How big a job has he done doing that?
He turned it round I think it took him about a month to get going in the start of the champ. They looked like they were struggling to start with, but they stuck with it, and even since that point they were rolling teams over. They were, the way they play, they played it unbelievable football, and like I said, I've still got a few friends back there now I speak to, but like I said, it's a brand new team, and even from when I left 5 months ago, it's changed again. So he's done a great job. You
also played under Sean Dyche as well. Does he have what it's going to take to keep Everton up? Do you think, or if he doesn't, will it be the squad that lets him down?
I've got some great players there. Obviously, Tarky and Dwight are there. We know what they do there. Keno's there, so they've got the fundamentals. It's just hope the lads can buy into what he wants, and like I said, if they work hard, they'll stay organised. That's what a Sean Dyche team does, and hopefully they've got that little bit of quality, because I want to see him doing well. I've got friends there, and I'm still a big fan of Sean Dyche.
What's Sean Dyche like as a manager? Because I think a lot of people said it was unfair to kind of criticise the way that he plays football. He's gone to Everton now, and they are struggling. You have to say that the first couple of games of the season. But what's he like as a kind of a man manager, and like certainly on the training pitch?
He just keeps things basic. Everyone knew what they were doing. We got a bit of stick for playing the way we did, but I thought if you watched our games week in, week out, we actually played some good stuff. It wasn't just we played in the right areas. That's what he likes to. We weren't a team that were going to play out. We knew what our strengths were, and we played to them strengths. And if ever you come to Burnley, you know you're going to be in for a battle. So that's what we thrived on it.
Mm. Just before I let you go, I've got to talk about another one of your former sides, Aston Villa, who are doing very well tonight. Of course, they're up in action against, excuse me, Hibs. They're 3-0 up at half-time. How well do you think they'll do this season? Because under Unai Emery, when he joined the club after Gerrard left, I don't know if you're aware of it, but the push that he gave them, they finished 11 points off top four. We just know he's a wonderful, wonderful manager. What do you make of your former side, Villa, and how far do you think they can go this season?
If they carry on from last year, it's like I said, he's done a tremendous job. They've made some good signings as well this year. And it's a huge club as well. Benty knows it's a it's a huge club, a phenomenal club with a good fan base. So hopefully if they get in pushing to the Europa League, they'll be certainly happy with that. It's going to be tough to get them into the top 4. Like I said, there's some top teams in the Prem, so he's got a tough job. But if they maintain and qualify for the Europa League, and they'll have had a great season.
Before I let you go,
Westy, think very carefully about this answer.
All right? No. The first one's going to be easy. What was Gabby like as your Villa captain?
Gabby, what a guy! I still listen. I still see him on Instagram all the time now, on your programs. Even the lads talk about him here. So he was a unique character, was Gabby, and send him my love.
Okay. Do you miss him?
I miss him and Delphi together were good fun.
Okay. Last question, right? If the manager of Charlotte FC just phones you up tonight and goes, "Hey, Ash, man, we're one line up top. You can either bring Gabby or Benty back. Which one are you phoning up?"
Gabby's pace has gone, has it? I assume.
Well, no, it hasn't actually.
Is this Gabby in his prime?
His aim has gone, I'll be honest. This is Gabby in his pomp and Benty in his pomp. Bearing in mind, to my right is Darren Bent, who you've been speaking to for the last 10 minutes. It shouldn't be that difficult question.
Benty's a goal scorer. I'm taking Benty.
Okay, there's the good answer. Well done.
Well, Benty was clever, though. He used to put you wide on purpose so he'd cut back so he could score.
Yeah, that sounds like Darren. Selfish Benty. Listen, thank you so much for coming on, Ash. It's a real pleasure. When's your next game?
Saturday, we've got LAFC.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
Is that home or away? Do you do a lot of travelling, by the way? Have you got to go? Have you got to get on a plane every other week?
It's the travelling's tough. This is why I think it's the toughest league in the world. I'm going to upset a few here.
Yeah, that is quite a bonkers statement because of the amount of travelling.
It's and even the standard as well. It's tough. It's relentless. But we travel. So in the Leagues Cup, we had 4 away games, and then we were going to Houston and in Texas. We were there 4 times.
Cool.
It's not just the travelling; it's the heat as well. So
Yeah.
you're going through time zones. We were going back an hour.
Okay.
And then so when we'd arrive back in Charlotte, it'd be like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And then you've got the game again in a day.
Yeah, that is a bit mad.
Wow.
Is it all first class when you travel?
We've got our own charter plane. Yeah, it's
Have
not bad.
you?
Yeah. We do it properly, mate.
I tell you what, if you need a striker, don't phone Benty up. I'll be coming.
Honestly, mate, it's incredible. It's took me by surprise. I would recommend it to anyone.
It sounds fantastic. Before I let you go, the wonderful Adrian Durham, he sends his love. He came in early. He takes over from us at 7. He came in earlier to tell us about his show. Knew you were coming on, was slightly jealous we were going to chat, and said that you're the best corner taker he's ever seen. He loved you as a player.
He's always stuck up for me as our Adrian, so I appreciate that.
All right, well, listen, we all said love here at talkSPORT. We're so glad you're doing incredibly well. Good luck for the rest of the season, Ash.
Cheers, Ash.
Thanks so much for your time,
Thanks
pal.
for having me. Take care,
man.
lads.
Thanks.
See ya.
There you go, Ashley Westwood, as I mentioned, Charlotte FC midfielder, who's obviously having fun out there in the States.
Oh, it sounds like
a real professional unit out there as well.
Yeah, having a great time. All the travelling, I heard that before, though, it's hard.
Yeah, he's going to be difficult because everything's so far away.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.